Hi friends, Christine McKinley here with the Orlando Real Estate Chicks. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are touring a really cool Oviedo listing. It is in the Sanctuary neighborhood, and I'll put the Sanctuary on a map on the screen here. The Sanctuary is a very classic Oviedo neighborhood. It is a huge neighborhood just down 418. You have Parton Elementary right across the street. You have Lawton Childs Middle pretty much baked into the neighborhood. You don't even have to cross the street. It is super in the heart of Oviedo, I would say. This neighborhood is known for having the best community pool. It is like a resort style community pool. It's absolutely stunning. It is summertime, so I'll drive by, and if there's not any families, not any kids out there swimming and playing, which is what you do here in Florida, then I will definitely try to get a video of that. If not, I'll put some pictures on the screen for you. I have heard that the community pool is absolutely fantastic. I think that there's a little gym back there too, so back here, you know, this neighborhood is right across the street from the Live Oak neighborhood, which I do have a tour on, and I will link in the description below. So these two neighborhoods are the best of the best in Oviedo. They're kind of towards the back of Oviedo. If you go a little bit further down the road, you are going to hit Choliota, so you're kind of close to this rural boundary, which is pretty cool. Now, if you're on my YouTube channel, then you know that I know Oviedo like the back of my hand. So if you're watching this and you're looking for an Oviedo home, I am your girl. I really specialize in Seminole County in general, Winter Park and Maitland. So those are my areas. If you are looking to relocate to the Orlando area, reach out to me. There is many ways to get a hold of me in the description below, and I would love to work with you, love to help you find home here. I also do this really cool thing with my relocation buyers. If you've never been to Oviedo or you've never been to Seminole County and you're trying to narrow down the areas, I get on a Zoom call with you, I share my screen, and we kind of go through all of the neighborhoods, pros and cons, your lifestyle, all that stuff. I even show you like your commute to work. So that's really helpful for my people who are out of state. All right, so let's go check out this house. So here we are. This is the Heirloom Rose house. It is really nice from the outside. It looks like the paint is pretty new. The roof is 2026, and oh yeah, the exterior painting is 2025. So I can definitely tell, and that's really big in Florida because the stucco that we have is not necessarily completely waterproof. The paint outside actually helps it be waterproof. So you do have to repaint the house, not just for aesthetics, but just like literally maintenance. So this house is staged and beautiful. This is a relocation, which basically means that the sellers, their relocation company or their employer, like, is helping pay for the move. So they stage it, make it look really nice. And off the bat, this home is really clean. It is a 4-bedroom home with a dedicated office. So I will take you the whole tour, but I just want to show you the space. This is pretty nice, big space. And this home is on a corner lot. I couldn't get some of the lights to turn on, so sorry if this video is a little bit dark. There is some pretty good lighting that comes in, but because these homes are not brand new, like they were not building these for like open floor plans back in the day, obviously. So it is a little bit dark. Like I would say that this room feels a little bit dark. You can kind of see in the video too. But these ceilings are amazing. Very high. There's no recessed lights on them because you would not be able to change out those recessed lights. But this is like a very grand room, makes it feel huge. And this house is big. This house is over 2,700 square feet. So 4-3 plus a dedicated office. And this kitchen's really nice. You could definitely extend it. You can make it bigger. You could, you know, improve it. You could add a bigger little pendant island here. You could do a lot even with just some paint. So far so good. And then this is that dedicated office, which, yeah, definitely an office. This would not be like a formal sitting room or anything like that. You have views to the outside. I really like the floors here. You could do some, like a glass wall. You could even just like drywall that in. A lot here. And what do we have here? Okay, so this is just storage. Oh, oh no, not under the stairs. Well, this is kind of under the stairs, but they don't have one of those Harry Potter closets that I see a lot. All right, so then you have a half bath here for guests, which is nice. So this is a full 4-bedroom, 3-bath plus half bath. So that's nice. And back to our kind of room here. Let's go ahead and go out back. That's kind of important here in Florida. So this one's on the market for $475, no pool. And I would say in the sanctuary, that is going to be kind of customary as far as pricing. You know, the sanctuary is definitely a luxury neighborhood. Obviously, we're talking, you know, mid to high 600s with no pool. So it's definitely a luxury home. I'm also going to come around here because this is not the end of your lot. This is just like very private. Now, the Live Oak neighborhood, that thing needs a little WD-40. The Live Oak neighborhood, which is across the street, is a little bit of a notch up from this neighborhood on some streets, I would say. So like in the sanctuary, you could get a home. I showed one last week for like $575, and that probably exists in Live Oak, but you could probably even get like a low 500s home in the sanctuary, which is the neighborhood that we're in right now. I do not think that exists in Live Oak. So the Live Oak like starting price point is probably just like $50,000 more than this neighborhood, the sanctuary. Now back here on 419, this road, you pass another neighborhood. We're going into the master right now. You pass another neighborhood to get back here called Riverside. It is part of Twin Rivers, and I would say that it's a notch below this neighborhood. So there you could definitely get a home for like, you know, mid, even low 400s. Whereas in the sanctuary where we're at now, I don't think that that's possible. They've done some really nice staging. And sorry guys, I cannot get this fan light on above me. So it does look a little bit dark, but of course you would have lighting, good natural paint, and then of course views to the lanai here. Really, really great lanai. I will say that this probably is such a nice, deep covered lanai that it does make these rooms a little bit dark, whereas if this home had a pool, which there's definitely room for a pool, if this had a pool and less of a lanai, you would have a brighter space. Pros and cons. His and hers closets, and then this bathroom is just like a typical, I love that the builder did these like giant extravagant bathrooms. This is so nice. And obviously a little bit dated for today's standard. If you're like looking at new construction in other places of Orlando, you will see the white, you know, or white oak cabinets. You will see a little bit more updated bathrooms, sure, but you will not get this space. And then there's closets to the left and right. One is probably the toilet room. So tons of storage in these Oviedo homes. The ceilings are nice and high. This AC is newer. The roof is newer. No pool. And we're at $675. So this is kind of like what the price point gets you. This carpet does look new. I'm sure that they redid it. That's like something I would suggest to every single seller before listing, especially in these family homes. These are family neighborhoods, you guys. You are not downsizing into the sanctuary, I don't think. All right, so we have the first bedroom up here on our right. Good size, nice closets. A little view to the front street here. This is just a laminate on the ground. It is nice. I think it's newer. And we have a Jack and Jill bathroom here. So this bathroom will share by this room and this room here. I would say this is the smaller of the rooms. I'm not sure even my camera will do it justice. Let me see if I can get back in here. Really nice though. It's definitely nice and light and bright up here, and this closet does kind of make up for it. This is a pretty big closet. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but it is a pretty big closet. So you would not have to use the room for storage. So there's a Jack and Jill bathroom there, and then we have a full bathroom here. I don't want to get you dizzy, but I'm going to make a U-turn here. And then the third upstairs bedroom here. These rooms are really cozy. Cozy in a good way. Not cozy in like realtor speak. It's just nice. They're light and bright. The paint is neutral. Look at this closet. This looks like a master bedroom closet. Huge walk-in closets in every single room. The rooms are not small. I mean, this one straight ahead kind of is small. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know I keep it real on my YouTube channel, but it is a little bit small. However, you would not have to store anything in the bedroom. The kid would not, because the closets are so big. And this one does have a 3-car garage, which is really nice. And here in Florida, that's really valuable because we do have some toys, right? We have boats, we have kayaks. So let me show you the 3-car garage. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't know if I need that. You do. If you want to park both cars in here, and trust me, when those afternoon thunderstorms come around, you don't want to come home and park in your driveway and then have to like sprint into your house, and then you get home and you're all wet and rainy. That's not fun. So it is really, really nice here to have storage and park more than one car in the driveway. That's my personal opinion. Anyways, looks like they tried to do some sort of cool sealant or something on the ground here. I don't know if it worked, but, and then you'd have your laundry room. In these walkthrough tours, I find myself like hating on the house sometimes, but again, I'm here to keep it real for you guys. So I hope that I showed this area enough. Great dining space, really good living space. And this room, I mean, you could definitely modernize this. It already has the fireplace, and I love when there's a fireplace plus a place to put the TV. I do not want the TV above the fireplace on every single occasion. I know a lot of my buyers don't want that either, so it's nice to have the option. You could redo the tile here. That would extend your living area. Okay, we can walk and talk while I shut down the house here. So on these sanctuary properties, one thing I really love about them that you're not gonna find in other properties is the storage that you get in this house, the high ceilings. I love that. And then yes, you can edit things like the kitchen, make them more make them work to your family. I'm doing a kitchen renovation in my house right now, and it's about a 3-week project. So, whew, it's a lot. I'll tell you what, maybe you do that before you move in. So now I'm gonna leave, and I'm going to give you a tour of the sanctuary. I'm also gonna try to get into the community pool to show you how amazing it is. But this is not to sell you on the sanctuary. This is just to show you kind of what is on the market in the mid 600s here in Oviedo. So again, if you are looking for a home in Oviedo or anywhere in Seminole County, reach out to me and I would be happy to do some tours like this with you in person. All right, so I'm leaving the house now. I am going to go find the community pool. But as you can see, there's just like all these little sub-neighborhoods within the neighborhood. That was called Magnolia, what did that say? Magnolia Square or something like that. So there's a million of them. And it's all just called the sanctuary. People don't say, oh yeah, I live in Magnolia Square of the sanctuary. No, you just say, I live in the sanctuary. It is a big neighborhood. Again, there's 2 entrances off 419. So it is a big neighborhood. And look at some of these houses are huge. I mean, the biggest house I've seen in the sanctuary probably gets 3,500 square feet. The biggest house in Live Oak across the way is probably closer to 4,000. There are some very luxury homes that are on Long Lake, which is a ski lake. It's a beautiful ski lake within Live Oak, and those are ultra luxury. We're talking multi-million dollars. They're just tucked into Live Oak, and they look completely different. I don't even know if it's the same builder. It might be the same builder, but some of them are like Tudor style, some of them are modern. Those are a whole different beast. So we are kind of towards the front of the sanctuary. I will say when you first come into the sanctuary, it is smaller homes, less conservation, and look how cute this little roundabout is. Whenever you get towards the back of the sanctuary, you are getting into those bigger estate homes. So there's a lot more conservation back there. Again, I'll put everything on the map, but That way you can see. But both the Sanctuary and Live Oak Reserve are both built with a lot of woods in the neighborhood. Okay, so here's another one. It's called Heron's Reserve. Does anyone say I live in Heron's Reserve? No. People just say I live in the Sanctuary. So again, we are off to find where the community pool is. And I have shown many houses and sold many houses here, but I'm gonna try to do this off the top of my head. And you can just see, this neighborhood's beautiful. To the left, you have conservation. To the right, you have more houses. You can already see that these houses are a little bit bigger. Okay, yes, my memory serves me right. We're coming up on the pool and the playground and stuff like this. I have a feeling people are gonna be using this, so I'm not gonna be able to film, but I'll at least kind of show you just the drive in, plenty of parking. And you can see that red structure right there is the pool, or sorry, is the playground. And then the pool's behind it. There's a splash pad, all that good stuff. I'm gonna just do this little detour because I can see that people are out there. And then you have tennis courts, which are so nice. These tennis courts are absolutely beautiful. I can actually get out and show you guys these tennis courts here. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna take a little gander together. And actually, we are about to get a big storm, which is Florida, every single summer day in Florida. And these are some hard courts. Maybe I can even sneak you back there, but this is like living at a resort, you guys. The pool is back here. There's a gym inside, and you can just see through here. These are beautiful tennis courts, and there's 2 of them. And what's cool about tennis courts is that they can be pickleball courts. They can be 4 pickleball courts, and you just have your fob right here to let you in. So really, really cool. Again, I'm not gonna go back here because there's kids, but there is a whole swimming pool here, lots of shade, and then within here is your gym. So you can just see, this is like Florida living at its finest. And it's a whole separate area. Your kids can ride their bike up here. And there's even little bike stalls there. And then the playground over here. How cute and charming is this? So we have the playground to the right. This is almost as big of a playground as Oviedo on the Park. Look at this. You've got swings. You have this whole structure here. So much of this is shaded because of these big live oak trees. Whole playground. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then a little splash pad here. Sand volleyball courts here. Soccer net, soccer field. So this is very, very similar to Live Oak, except this is all together. Oh yeah, and then there's a basketball court all the way down there. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's hot outside. I'm not gonna walk all that way, but you can come into town, you can see it for yourself. Soccer fields here, sand volleyball. It does not get more Florida than this. It does not get more Florida than this. Whew, it probably look a mess because it is humid out. If you come and you want to look at houses in Florida, don't come during the summer. It's too hot. I'm just kidding, you can come whenever you want. I'll pack a cooler, bring some snacks, and we'll have a day of touring homes. But the best time to come is like 6 months before you're about to move. So that is just when you should be getting your bearings. That's when you should be touring homes, seeing the style that you like, touring neighborhoods. And we just hop in the car and we kind of go and check things out, see what parts of town that you guys like. So I hope this was helpful. This is a fun little bringing you along me day at work. So if you have any questions about any Oviedo homes, this is just a simple tour of one today. In the description below is going to be every way to reach out to me, and I'm excited to hear from you guys. Bye.